All right, guys, welcome to Anything is Possible. Got something a little bit different tonight, and viewer discretion, I guess I should say right off the bat. We are cleaning antlers for a buddy of mine, Nick Stumpo. Just have to take the hide off the skull cap. I got most of it off. I just have to pick off the rest around the antlers, and I've got 3 bins to start getting ready for worms. So figured I'd pop up here, hang out a little bit, and chat while I got a little busy work going on. Boxcars in. These taste delicious. You just gnaw on them. So good. Hopefully the camera is all right. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to move you around this way. Yeah. They say you can't eat the antlers, These taste pretty good to me. Yeah, let's move you this way. I think it's going to be a little bit better. Hang on. It wouldn't be an Anything Live without me moving the camera around for the first 25 minutes. Yo, Daniel Barry. So these are what we're working with here. So my buddy shot this deer this year. So you can see I got most of it off. I just need to get around this piece. I had it cooking on low. Buddy shot this one with a bag of chemo strapped to his back. So it was a pretty epic kill. A lot of people put work in to make it happen. But Nick, being the kind of person he is, hang on, let me get rid of this boiling water here. Nick was going to not let cancer stop him, so he got up in the tree and got this thing done. Let me see. I got to get the camera angled a little differently. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah. It's backwards. John, that's so wrong. Look, this is my buddies, and in the background you see mine. Little tiny one up there. So yeah, let me see if I can get this down. You don't need to see my face, right? Preferably not. So I can see chat really good. That's what she said. V8, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Oh God, camera sliding. So what are you guys up to? I know Rustic is live. I think Stewart's still live. And I don't mean to intrude on everybody, but life's busy. I hardly have any time to pop up as it is. So, I work full time. So when I can, I got to jump. Let's see if I can do this without bleeding out. Oh, yeah, it's coming out. Okay. Once I get it started, I think I'll get the pliers in there. Let's see if I can do this without cutting my hands off. John might have some tips on this. Seems like the kind of guy that would have done this before. I'm going to adjust this a little bit. Hang on. God, I hate doing that. You can't, I try to test this out before I go live, and it looks good. And then I go live, and I swear it's different. But here's the plaque we made up for my buddy. Yeah. Says, neither snow nor rain, nor heat, nor chemotherapy can keep Stumpo Venison Company from the swift completion of their appointed rounds. So I had a buddy carve that up for him. So hopefully he likes that. If he's watching this live, it might be the first time he saw that. So I'm trying to get this done. I've had it here for a while. I'm going to try putting it up here on this worm bin, I guess. Let's try this. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. So originally, he wanted me to do this because he's married and it will stink up his house. So I got the duties. Chad, what's going on? Working on a 6-pointer for a family member but I'm doing full skull and bottom jaw. That's awesome. I've never done that stuff. The extent of my taxidermy is this perch on the wall that I was playing with when I was little. And then I just stopped doing it. All right, small water. Cool. I might stab myself. All right. Yeah, I just boiled it a little bit. I did the first time and I got everything but this piece off. So I'm coming back for this today. There we go. Chad, do you do full taxidermy? Or are you just going to do like European mount when you get off all the hair? We have, speaking of which, I don't know if you guys remember the eel we caught down the shore, but that eel is in this container, the head, and the mealworms are still eating on them. So that's going to be, that's Lyle wanted to do that project. That's going to be literally just the eel head, which is a pretty wild looking thing. And I might pull that out this week. I might do a live and pull that thing out. It's looking really cool, but I need to get a special camera angle on that one. Figured I'd do the live tonight because I don't think Nick's around tonight. He's up in New York doing something with his wife. He just got done all his chemo, so. In fact, Lyle and I are going to be doing some rabbit hunting with him soon, and Kevin and I might be doing some fly fishing for some wilds. Chad said, my son is learning how to tan. He traps raccoon, bobcat, and coyote. Nice. Hey, Tommy and Ray. Hey. I don't know how I missed. I was probably up in New York, but I missed your live, your short video with Ray with the hat. Glad he got it. Glad he likes it. Looks good on him. I feel bad. It was like 7 days ago, and I just saw it. And I try to watch every video that you guys coming out, but I missed a few there, I guess. But not surprising. I guess 7 days ago, I was probably up in that snowstorm with no internet. Hard to catch up once you fall behind. You see getting right up near there. That's what it's supposed to look like when you're done. Instead of like that, I got to get all this off. It's got to be nice and smooth right up to it. It's getting there. Yeah, it's hard to keep up with everything. Skulls, I have 5-gallon pot, and I do the same. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, this is the only way I really know how to do it. I've done all my bucks this way, except for that's my biggest up there. I'm not a trophy hunter, but that's my biggest. And I shot that when I was 12, I think. I think I was 12. It's been a while since I had a big buck. Can't eat the antlers. I probably should get a wire brush, but I think I'll let Nick do that. I'm going to get all the smelly stuff off, and I'll let him finish up. I was going to pop up on StreamYard, but just so much stuff going on. I don't need drama. I don't need any drama. Figured I'd just do it myself. Good. Tammy, the boys are good. The knives are right behind this camera. In 2 weeks, I'm going to do a live. It's going to be our Tuesday night live. I'm still learning on them. I've been watching a couple videos. And in 2 weeks, our Tuesday night live is going to be knife sharpening. And we're going to do it right here. I'm working on getting this like figured out where to put the camera. Right now I'm using my laptop, and I want to get like a nice spot set up here where I can film. But yeah, natural. Are you going natural or are you going to whiten the bone? I am not whitening the bone. I'm not sure how to do that. I've never done that. So that'll be up to my buddy. I'm literally doing this so that he doesn't have to stink his house up. That's it. That's it. You know what? I'm going to be right back. I'm going to get another light and I'm going to put it behind me. I think it's going to help. Give me 2 seconds. I think this will be a lot better. Better or worse? I don't know. Stuart, what's going on? I don't know if that's, is that better there? Or better here? What do you think? Right there, I think looks better. What's going on, Stuart? Thumbs up if you haven't already. Thank you, Tammy. Thanks for that reminder. Let's go here. This bin that this is sitting on is one of our worm bins. So the prices of worms are just getting crazy down out here. So we're going to start raising our own night crawlers, red wigglers, maybe mealworms. We've got a few mealworms, but we used to do a lot of mealworms. Got to be careful with them, though. We had mites, and boy, they're a mess and hard to get rid of. We do not want that again. So. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yo, Nolan, what's going on? Good to see you. Nolan, what time's your premiere? Is it just premiere? All right. If you haven't caught Nolan's premiere, check it out. He just put a fishing video out on magnet fishing. I think you all in here know Nolan, but Nolan and I have teamed up for a video down in Philly earlier this summer with catfish. So he's a local guy, really good angler, and knows a whole lot of stuff about a whole lot of stuff, including sharpening. Nolan, we're going to do knife sharpening in 2 weeks on Tuesday. I think I got a thumbnail out there. I have to do a different thumbnail, but I think I set the time and place anyway. Getting there. This side's almost completely done. Not sure. Chad, if you're still in here, what about this soft tissue here? It seems like it's cartilage. Can I pull that stuff out? I don't think it'll mess anything up. Let me focus on this for now. But if you're still in here, let me know what you do with that. I think I can pull it out, but I don't want to mess it up. We went up the mountains today. Some of you guys were in there on my pop-up live. Pops is in the hospital. He's doing okay. They're moving him to another hospital. So we wanted to go up and see him before they moved him. And we popped up and we tried to do a little fishing, but it was really just a walk. The water's too high. We just went for a hike. and checked out a spot that we found a good spot. We'll definitely be hitting that when the water comes down. So pretty excited about that. I don't know that there's fish in it, but it seems like there should be wilds in it. I know they're in the stream right next to it, so I don't know why they wouldn't come up there. Anything is possible. Yo, Squirrel, good to see you, buddy. Stuart, don't worry about Jerry. He's just joking. He's cool. He's just joking, man. Stay positive. Jerry's my brother. He can't fish with worth a lick, but he don't mean nothing bad by it. I can guarantee you that. Going on to the other side now. See how much hair is still in that side. So I got to get through that. So Lyle was out today with his mom, and he got a banana tree. Seeds. He's got to plant them, and 4 bonsai trees from seed. So he had $100 burning a hole in his pocket from Christmas from family and friends. So that's what he's got going on. There we go. Pull some of that up. Now I can grab it with the pliers. Yeah, I boiled this for about 30 minutes. That's the second time I've boiled these. So once you boil them, they soften up a little bit. You got to be careful until they start cooling down again. Not too bad. I think if you overboil them, you might have a problem. Got to be careful. I probably underboil them. So I don't want to break them. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm Squirrel. Squirrel's a huge magnet fisherman, so Nolan just did one. I think I was talking to Squirrel last year. The first time we bought one of those sets, we went up to Green Lane Park all excited, and Lyle cast. It was like the first that went down and just like it hooked into something we couldn't budge, and that was it. And then the second one we lost in deep part of the creek in the middle of winter. That one we actually got back, believe it or not. Like 6 months later, we found it in the creek again. But he's got another good pair, but we've been really cautious. So I'm not sure like what we're, I feel like we're the only ones that go magnet fishing and lose magnets. Maybe we're not, but starting to look really good now. Getting it all up on the edges. Still got some back here. Real tight spot I got to take care of. See if you guys can see this. I had this hanging on my back porch, and I started getting nervous because I heard coyotes a couple nights ago. Ran out there in the middle of the night. It's like, oh no, if I lose my buddy's antlers, I'm going to be so upset. I'm going to be devastated. That would be horrible. Squirrel's out from like you might know where he's from, Nolan, but he's out west, like I think Chambersburg area. I think he's out that way. Maybe York. Not far from us. Not sure where we're going tomorrow. It's kind of crazy with family drama and stuff health wise right now going on. So, and weather, and we got a bad windstorm out there tonight. So I might be cutting wood tomorrow instead of fishing. We'll see. I think I got some deer meat on the camera on that one. I think I got it. A lot of this, I got it as good as you're going to get it without a wire brush. So I think the wire brush is what you're going to finish this off with. What do you think? Pretty good. There's a little bit of meat up here I want to get off. So this is the part I don't know about. I think we got to take that out. Seems to be like the cartilage, but it's definitely got some flesh and stuff, so I'd rather take it out. That's the nasal passage there. No, that's not. That's above the nasal. Jaw would be back of the head. Jaw would be. Maybe it is. Eyes would be right there. Yeah, it is the nasal passage. Ray, Kevin is upstairs right now with your camera, figuring it out. So thank you very much. If you guys don't have fish head videos, pick them up. That's Ray, Dylan, and family down from Florida. He just donated a GoPro Hero 5 to Kevin. So he's upstairs. I think he's trying to do some time-lapse footage right now of a snake. So we've got that going on. Ruby Russian Wind, good evening. Thanks for coming in. We got Stacy from Bank Fishing Adventures. Keith Doc Reed, another member. Dwight is another member. Yeah, awesome stuff. Aussie Walks, good to see you, buddy. I haven't seen you around in a while, and I haven't visited you in a while, so I'll have to get over to your page. Yeah. Tell him he has to record some fish catches. Yeah, he definitely does. He does need to record some of that. John, you know about this section down here? I guess all this stuff comes out, right? It's like a mix between bone and... I don't remember seeing this on my other ones. Maybe I boiled the heck out of it. I don't want Brittany to be mad at me if I don't can't be smelled. Oh, yeah, that's good. It's coming now. There we go. So I'm almost done this, and I'm going to just show you the worm farm setup. And I looked into getting like an official worm farm, and I might get some of that stuff, but I mean, it's the same idea. It's basically just peat moss, and throwing clippings that we already compost. So I'm just going to take some of the stuff that we compost upstairs, and instead of throwing it outside, I'm going to put it right in the worm bin and then add some brown material, cardboard or newspapers, I mean, we keep worms all the time for weeks, so I don't see why we can't make a spot for them where they can actually reproduce too. But the prices of worms are crazy. It's like 2 boxes of worms, 2 dozen worms, like $10. They used to be like, $2 each to $5 now, if you can even get them, if you can even find them. So, so we're going to raise them, and if we can do it right, I'm going to raise a whole bunch. And then we're members of the Stony Creek Anglers, and they asked us if we'd help them raise mealworms. So I figured, because what they're going to do is they sell them. Stony Creek Anglers raises trout. It's like a co-op with the state. So we're going to turn around and sell the bait at the fishing derbies that they do for donations. So right now we're buying the worms and then asking for a donation so that we don't take a loss. So I figured if we can raise them, and I just, do that at cost, I don't charge the club anything, then whatever, dollar, whatever a box that somebody can donate, that's pure profit for the club then. So and it'll give us some content, something to do. So as you can see, we're bored. We don't have nothing to do. John, what do you think? Looking pretty good. Brittany, this is coming home. Hope you like it. It's going to be right above the bed. I think that's done. And there's a little bit back here I got to do. Hey, Paul, P&B catfishing in the house. Thank you. Appreciate it. I don't know what I'm doing, but figured I'm just finding pieces of meat and getting rid of it. I boiled it for about 30 minutes. I did it once before and I got most of the stuff. I got all the easy stuff off. But this is it looks like it's almost done, but this is the pain in the butt. So I think that's good enough. I mean, he's going to hit it with, you have a big buck when you have to back up to show it, but this way. He can finish that up with a wire brush. So maybe I'll go put this one up here. Yeah. My buddy won't miss it. Maybe I'll just mount it up there, put it on top of my phone. All right, let's move this. Everyone get a good look at it. I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to start with the worm bins now. Here in this house, we compost absolutely everything. So the deer hair, the deer skin, yeah, it's going right in the dirt. So basically we have like a peat moss base in this one. And then I literally like just a bunch of scraps from upstairs in that one. What we're going to do is I'm going to mix them all together and then kind of scoop them back out again. Mix them all together and then scoop them back out. And I got one of I got an official, hi, Puff Muffin, you snuck in. I'm missing, good evening to you. Yeah, Aussie Walks, we got plenty of mealworms. We raise them up. The problem with that is we had a 60-gallon tank and then a whole bunch of other smaller containers of them. And we got the mites one time. And man, that was the end of that. It was like, get these things out of here. So now we just have a little bit, but we're going to try to do that again. Cool. Awesome, Nolan. Yeah, you're a good family dude, man. Family's lucky to have a good kid like you. I got an official right here, Bank Fishing Adventure seat/minnow bucket. This is one of the best seats you can come by. If you guys watch Bank Fishing Adventures, you see him with this bucket all the time. All right. How long I've been live? About 30 minutes. I have like the shortest lives, don't I? Some of y'all go live and I got nothing to talk about after a couple minutes. Then I can hear the kids fighting upstairs. I know you're not supposed to, you're going to tell me you're not supposed to put meat, you're not supposed to put dairy, you're not supposed to put citrus in here. But I'll tell you what, we compost outside all the time. And when I go out there, guess what? There's a bunch of worms in that pile of compost. So. Here's my scissors. Perfect. Yeah, that's how. You know what? We were up in the Pocono Mountains all day, so maybe my notifications are still in Pocono time. Bambi. Who else did I miss? Yeah, from me down. Our live went well last. Oh man, that was so much fun. John, I got in trouble from your live. I apparently was watching it, and I didn't realize I was watching it for 2 hours by myself in another room. So apparently I got in big trouble. Where's my scissors? I know I brought scissors down here. I guess I can just rip these up. So yeah, with the, I'm not a professional worm guy. I don't think that exists, but there's a dude out there. Let me look him up on the phone because I got to give him credit. This is the guy I always ask questions to, and he's super awesome. Gets back to me right away. It's AJ's Worm something or other. Let me look him up. Maybe one of you guys can drop the link if I find what it is. AJ Worms. Yeah, it's AJ's. Shut up.
Why are worms escaping the bin? Here's the answer. So enjoy the video.
So it's
well,
AJ's Green Topics.
Right off the bat, there's going to be rebel worms that try to escape.
He's talking about rebel worms and how they escape. So this dude's like, he's like a serious worm expert. And the first time we've done red wigglers successfully many times. But one time we did night crawlers, and I'm telling you, we had them in a 5-gallon bucket. They all escaped. And I came down the basement and they were just dried things all over. And I'm like picking them up, looking, trying to figure out what these things were. And I was like, there's no way that's like 1,000 night crawlers. And we went in the bucket and literally there was 1,000 night crawlers missing. So God knows they're probably in our walls and everything else. John, they're the best ones. The jokes nobody gets are the best. I was expecting that big crowd, John. I was listening in as usual. Yeah, there were so many people. That was a bigger crowd than usual, for sure. And a different crowd. There were some names I hadn't seen. But you know what? You have the numbers. So I think a lot of times they're just sitting there quiet too. But then when you start giving out stuff, they had to jump in. They couldn't sit on the sideline. So let me mix this, stir it up a little bit. So right now, I think we have like 3 containers of night crawlers. So I'm probably just going to all put them. I think I'll put them all into this bucket right now, and then we'll break it out because they like 5 inches, 6 inches deep soil. I know if they don't have enough soil, they will abandon ship. Yeah, squirrel. We had all of them missing. Night crawlers are just, man, they just take off. The red wigglers will sit there and live in a little happy jar, in my experience. My worms know what's coming. They're going to get drowned or eaten or go get stuck in a tree. That's pretty much it. That's right. Jerry, you got to understand, Jerry puts out videos with screeching, screaming trains. So anything that's not breaking your eardrums, he just falls asleep to it. It's background noise. So, at this time of night, Jerry's, he's dozing off. Jag's over. He's ready to go for bed. Bud Files, what's going on? Another awesome channel right there. They just did their 2024 review the other night. They did like minute clips of their, I guess their favorite. I don't think it was all of them because you guys put out a lot of videos, but like your favorite clips from the year. I like Bud Files. Their family's chaotic like mine. Happy chaos. Someday I want to do a video with Jerry. I want to fish with Boxcar Jerry because we're not far from each other. And I want to fish down in Philly for catfish, right where the trains go over. So that we can, he can cover the trains and I can cover the fishing. And I want to get Gene in there. I haven't seen Gene this week. Has anyone seen Yellow Shirt Dad around? I haven't seen him around this week. Because he likes to come in. He was coming into all those catfish lives and dropping his jokes and having a good time. I thought that'd be a good combo. Instead of it just being like 3 fishing channels, like have a comic besides me, have a comic, a train rail fan, and comic, and fishing. I guess I'm a fishing channel. So I'm done, man. Jerry, look. I salted the meat, put it in an envelope. It's coming down to you, buddy. Shipped it down to you. Look, it's so shiny. It's beautiful. I didn't think you were still awake, Boxcar. I thought you were asleep. Night crawlers are dendrobina worms. Well, there's all kinds of different night crawlers. Like we don't use the Canadians here. We use, well, I don't say what people use around here, but if you're going to raise them, you got to raise the European variety if you want to have a chance of them reproducing. I don't know a lot, but I think I know that. Yeah, hey, I just dawned on me the other day. I enjoy his minute shorts are really good. Hingry? Is that the word you were looking for, Jerry? Good Lord. What do you think of that, Boxcar? You like that better? Like my hat? Stuart, you know what the deal. You got to wear a hat when you're bald, or else the camera blinds the audience. Boxcar dozed off and he had a nightmare of a deer chasing him. So yeah, we're gonna go fishing tomorrow, I think. If I can wake up in time, I'd like to maybe go chase some carp if the weather's calmed down a little bit. Maybe we'll make some pack bait, throw a couple rods in, and do some carp and trout out on Green Lane. Might do that. I don't know what we're gonna do for a video this week. I haven't even thought about it. But I think I'm going to shut this down 5 minutes. So guys want to say goodbye to anybody, you can do that. And I'll keep you posted with this project. The next thing we're going to do is make a rack so that we can put like 12 of these bins up here. We're going to get like at least 12 of these. And that way we can raise like, I think we could probably do 500 in each one. I think that's about like, so I can get all the babies and I'll just raise them up. And then they'll also be reproducing at the same time. Because we got snakes, turtles, frogs, axolotls. What else? I think that's all that eats them. Besides the fish, you know. And we're getting more chickens. We're going to have chicks soon. We're going to be raising up some more baby chicks. And going to have like a flock of like 10 chickens. So might show you that. I'm going to do a little bit more of that stuff. Trying to get, before we got really into the fishing with the lives and everything, we did a lot of like the chicken raising and the farming and stuff like that on our property. So I'm going to try to get a little bit of that in there too, but it's still going to be 90% fishing. But we've always done like permaculture, and it's always part of like, you know, raising bait for our fishing trips. It's all connected. It's hard to say it's really not part of a fishing channel, because for us it is. I mean, it's all connected. Northern PA is awesome, Puff Muffin. Yeah, that if you saw our last video, we were up in Dewshore. There's so many little spots up there, and I'm not even talking about the lakes, like the crappie fishing and stuff like that. I'm talking about wilds and native trouts. So many good spots. We just are real careful when it comes to wilds and blowing out spots. The loyal sock I'll give out, because good luck. Like, you have to know what you're doing. That creek is so long. I mean, we drove down that road for like an hour, and I pulled off the side of the road with Kevin because I never fished that area. And we looked at the map, and I literally wrote down 6 spots on the map. Like I showed him where they were, and then he looked at the phone while we were driving, drove by, and then we found the nearest lots to each spot, and we walked up, and we caught all of our trout in 2 of those 6 spots. So, and we hit other spots too, but you know, it's, you know, if you know what to look for when you're trout fishing, you can rule out 90% of that water. But man, it's just so beautiful up there. Let me pull this out here. Hold on, guys. There you go. Don't worry, Jerry, I'm back. Oh, there's my scissors. They're under the box. Oh yeah, Pine Creek, yeah. Yeah, used to fly fish Pine Creek. Used to stock up there. I was in the stocking group, but they used to come down on the rafts back in like the 90s. They don't do it like they used to, but yeah. I've been fishing since I was Kevin. Well, I've been fishing since I was like 3. Our whole family's big into it. But yeah, Pennsylvania's awesome. I'd say almost as good as West Virginia, honestly, with trout. Got bigger fish too. Down there, you got all the wild brookies, which is cool. We have some brookies up here, but you know, when you put a brown trout, the problem is the state stocking is kind of they're a lot better now, but there was a time where they'd stock every creek, and now they've gone completely off the reservation. Now you got to like tell them every single time you're putting a fish in. But that's because some of these groups that were stocking, and even the state was guilty of it, would throw brown trout into like wild brook trout area. And a brown trout's going to grow faster than a brookie, and it's going to wipe out the brook population. I don't care. I mean, that's just a fact. Brookies and browns don't mix. You know, you might see them together in a stock or a pay lake or something, but not in the wild. You can tell me where I'm wrong, but I've never caught a brookie in a spot where I've caught wild browns. Sweet, man. Sweet. You are in God's country, man. Oh, man. Good luck trying to upload videos up there with the freaking internet, but that's awesome. Yeah, I grew up hunting out in like Wyalusing, Bradford County, Sullivan. I spent a lot of my younger years hunting up in, I guess it was New Era, I think it was, the township. But man, there's a lot of good little crappie ponds up there too. Used to be anyway. But now we go up there, we're chasing the wilds. Love it. I didn't realize you were from Pennsylvania. That's awesome. Jerry, I was talking about doing a live this summer. Go down where you were filming those trains across that bridge, because we fished for cats right there. Come down and do like a joint live, just hang out basically on the dock, fish with us. Trains are going to be going by. Do a little combo. What do you think? Going to be doing a lot of catfishing this summer, and I want to try to pair up with a lot of different channels. And I really don't want to, like Nolan and those guys are awesome. I'll definitely never pass up an opportunity to fish with those guys. But I'm not going to go out and look for new friends and making new friends on fishing channels. I think it'd be cool to, like, you know, have other channels come out and just fish with us, and just kind of like, you know, have two different crowds combine a little bit. We're coming up this way. Have to get together and show you. Awesome, man. Yeah, Puff Muffin, definitely hit you up for that. Kevin is so hard to, like, you know, I never know what he's going to do the next day, and it's like, it's supposed to be fun, so I'm not going to be like, hey, you got to make a plan, and it's, you know, this is his enjoyment, so I try to keep it that way. I fished for a living before, so I don't need to burn him out. That's my biggest fear, is burning him out, and he doesn't want to do it anymore, which is why I hold him back a lot with, like, filming. I know a lot of people are like, you got to give Kevin, you know, got to get camera to Kevin. You know, he's 10 years old, and he gets stressed out, and then he feels like he didn't do something right, and then he won't want to fish. Like, I know that's, you don't need that. All I care about is he wants, you know, he enjoys what he's doing, and he enjoys fishing, and I don't want to ruin that for him because I want to make content or something, you know. And the support, everything we get is awesome, and it's great. But, like, I really don't need, you know, I do the YouTube channel because it's what we love to do. And it would be really awesome if I didn't have to go to my crappy job anymore. I could just fish. But honestly, once the kids are older, I could do that anyway. We can go to Alaska with our cabin and go right back into our same business. So try to keep it fun, share what we know, and kind of get out there on the water. Aussie Walks is out of here. Have a great weekend, everyone. Great to catch up with you. We look forward to seeing the chicks. We raised the chicks in the shower, so the jokes will be flying. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to do like the chick camera, you know, have the camera in the chick booth or something. We usually raise them in the basement for a couple of weeks, and then we move them outside. We doubled the size of the chicken run, and the chicken coop I built like 10 years ago, and you could buy one for $300, but I decided to make my own, and it was probably $1,000 by the time I was done. You can't even afford to make anything anymore. Some of it's crazy. And I'm not good at this stuff anyway, so Jerry probably could have done it a lot better. But just like this basement, I like finished. I don't know what I'm doing. I just play with tools. But we'll probably keep them inside for a couple of weeks. And I think we're going to bring in we have a pond liner that Fishing with Jeff Beal, the Schuylkill Punch Brothers, donated to us. So before we stick that thing in the ground, that's another project we have coming. We're going to put a pond in. We're going to put that in the basement and raise the chicks in there for the first couple of weeks. And then we'll move them out to the run. But I got to get a new fence up, like chicken wire, because the coyotes are getting bad around here. So got to do something with that first. Make sure I didn't miss anything before I exit stage here. All right, good night, Aussie. It's probably morning, right? 12. It's probably 12 hours difference. I don't even know what time it is. It's 8 o'clock. Probably 8 a.m. It's probably getting ready to go to work, and I'm telling him good night. Yeah, as long as he's having fun. Yeah. Guys, it's been a blast. I wanted to pop up and say hi and chat because it's just been crazy, and I haven't been able to like do planned lives. How long were you stuck at the cabin? You talking like the trip from last weekend, Squirrel? Last weekend we didn't really get stuck at the cabin at all. I mean, we wanted to go out and fish more. We ended up fishing closer to the cabin. Just because of not knowing what the roads were going to turn into. But But in Alaska, we never really were stuck. Well, kind of stuck there. But we fished Alaska. We were up in Alaska for like, on and off for like 10 years before the kids. So that's, once the kids are old enough, that's kind of our plan, is to get back into that. I don't know if we're going to do it, like live up there. But who knows? I mean, with Kevin, who knows what he'll want to do. He says he wants to guide, so you have to be 16. I'd like to get him up there soon just to get his feet wet a little bit and learn some of the native villages and the lay of the land and how to live up there, because it's not easy. Fishing, like, you got to spend all day to get everything working just to go out and take somebody on the water. So that's a lot to learn. I want to get him into that soon so that he can kind of know if he really wants to do it or if it's not for him. So yeah, that's kind of our game plan long term. All right, Boxcar Jerry, good night. Have a nice sleep there, buddy. I'm going to shut this thing down, and I'm going to go upstairs, have some family time, and call it a night. Peace. He's coming, Nick. He's coming to right above your bed. Peace out. I can never find the end button. I just stare like an idiot into the screen. End stream right there.